Okay, we can do it again though. I can cut this part.
To sabotage me. No, you didn't fake it. You can't fake it till you make it, right? Do you know what I mean?
We've lost it. The moment's gone. It's over. It's dead in the water.
Pre-rehearsed jokes, mate.
I know.
Fuck check this is Hype CW.
Stand-up comedy. Fuck that shit. Yeah, guys.
That's for the fucking professionals.
Yeah,
that is not us.
We stumble our way into something that might be remotely funny, and if it's funny, we clink it. My last dying breaths.
I genuinely think we should let New Walkerly do the intro.
Yeah, Walkerly 2.0.
Yep.
New improved.
Go on then, Glandalf. You need to intro the whole podcast and both of us go on the spot.
On the spot, right? Well, how does Walkerly normally intro it? Since I am the new Walkerly,
He doesn't troll, does it?
I was going to say he normally doesn't. He goes,
"Alright, guys."
Yeah. So usually I go
Walkerly. So podcast.
Usually it's Troy Mo here and Walkerly. Hi.
Maybe that's an apt way to go about it.
Yeah, just hi.
Right, well, I'm taking it this week then.
Okay,
How about
on you
that?
go.
Alright. Ladies and gentlemen, guys, girls, and all variations of the species. Welcome to a very special episode of the Unofficial Official Podcast. Starring yours truly, the privileged one, Captain Privilege, and Troll Mo,
Eyo.
and Walkerly 2.0, aka Glandalf.
Hello.
Am I saying that right? Is it Glandalf?
No, it's Glendalf, but close enough.
Gla-
You can
So,
just call me Glenn.
but it is a play on Lord of the Rings.
Yes, indeed.
Right.
And it
Because
was
just-
originally Glendalf 69, but I had to drop the 69.
Never drop
As we all
69.
know, 69 is the funniest, least cringy number to use in any username ever.
Yeah, this is no 69.
Second only to 420.
Yeah, totally. Well,
69,
folks,
420,
speaking of 69s, we have some interesting topic for you today, folks. I didn't get any feedback as far as I'm aware on my Twitter. I will have a wee check, but before we get into our very spicy, very nipple rubbing, fucking hot under the collar topic for this week, I think we'll dig into the one and only Glendalf himself and see what the fuck he's all about. What's he doing here, Troll? Who's this? Were you just bringing out the podcast?
He's alright.
Huh?
Nice.
Who's this geezer?
Literally, I was in shopping in a local supermarket, bumped into him and went, you seem alright. Do you want to be on a podcast, mate?
Never
Anyways,
met before.
Fuck knows who this guy is. I thought he seems interesting. Let's get him on. Fuck it.
I was like, I don't know who you are, but I'm going to record an intro for your YouTube series that I somehow know exists despite an episode not currently being uploaded.
Yeah, okay, for fuck's sake. It's your fault there's not an episode up, right? So,
Oh,
This-
How is it?
Like
That is
something
no,
else.
it's not my fault that you're in a positive feedback loop with your own anxiety.
cucked and shamed on the whole podcast.
Basically.
I love
So, yeah.
it. I like this guy. He's a new troll. He's better than troll.
he's the new Walkerly. Like, this is just what Walkerly does. He rips you to bits. It's great. Yeah, no,
As
this,
previously established though before the podcast, I am indeed much, much more buff.
yeah.
much more than the buff. What? Right. I think what we usually do is just go around the fucking the table, the imaginary Discord table, and ask what we've been doing this week. And seeing as how I introduced it, I'll go first. I'm doing awesome, guys. I'm doing pretty good. I've been getting that work in. Do you know what I mean? Just been fucking chilling.
Good.
Had some time off after last week.
That grind.
And just fucking putting that effort in, man. I'll speak a bit about it later on, I suppose, but hooking up with some collaborative
Yes.
young peeps and
Yeah.
getting some fucking traction, hopefully.
You are a very positive driving force for getting shit done, which I love. It's probably one of my favourite things about you. Is the fact you're like,
man.
let's just fucking
It's done.
do it. Let's get it. Who wants to do shit? Let's do shit. Let's do it. It's like, oh, all
Straight
right,
up,
okay.
Shia LaBeouf, mate. 'Cause, I mean, I went in that Create Scotland Discord like for the umpteenth time. Just
Surely
going
not.
like, look, guys, for fucking hell, and quite literally just posted like, right, you're not telling me between the 10, 20 folk that are creative within Create Scotland that we don't have something in common.
Yeah.
So I posted the most default shit like, who's into comic books? Who's into sci-fi? Who likes Legos? Like, like along these sort of lines. Like, one it was literally like, do we all have access to Fortnite? You know, but managed to reel a few in. Obviously, Science with Steph shouted it. In fact, like I say, I'll talk about it later. Enough about me, troll. I think it's only fair that I ask you, how's your mate Glandalf doing?
He's pretty sexy, if I do say so myself.
No, you didn't have to say that.
Yeah, he's as I said, it's his fault. Entirely his fault. I have no blame in this because I can't take negative feedback, so it's all somebody else's fault. But it's his fault that I don't have a video up yet. I had one recorded, as I've mentioned, for the past 4,000 weeks that we've done the podcast.
This is his intro quality is so good that I need to go and re-record my entire thing because my mic's no good thing.
It's literally, I'd recorded it, I'd put it together, I was like, okay, I can cut this up, I've got it, I've done it, great. And then I was like, oh, listen, Glendav, can you just a wee jingle? That's fine. They went, yeah, no problem. And he put together like a 30-second clip, and I was like, oh, you fuck. I was like, all right, great. I was like, that sounds shit hot. I was like, all right. So then kind of went over to his, we recorded it together. He did pretty much everything. I kind of sat there and went, that sounds good, mate. I don't really know what I'm doing. You're good at music, no me. And then sent it over, put an intro together, and then I put the intro in on my actual video and went, fuck. It's kind of like, it's like, see when your heart spikes, it's like that quality wise. So it's like me sitting talking to the camera, and then it's like ching, this like shiny intro, fucking special effects and shit, and then it goes back to me talking. I was like, this looks like fucking shit now. I was like,
causing epileptic fits.
Yeah, pretty much. I was like, I'm fucking spasming on the ground, going.
You can cut, and you can recut all you want, Troll. But the one thing that you can't cut is excuses, mate.
Exactly.
No, I can't.
There's
I never
always
will.
1,000 reasons not to do something.
Yeah.
You might see some of the intros in the Fort Chronicles, man. It's just high octane fucking dance music with fucking swooshing animation and fucking borderline animate looking shit.
Every
and it cuts to like
Modern Warfare 2 montage.
yeah. Well, no, it's better. It's even better. Total fucking weeb fest. This intro, and then quite literally kicks it to like 3. Pretty much borderline too high, too tired, over the hill, motherfuckers, just kind of, and me at the start of it, just kind of try to jazz them up a bit, like, it's fucking, let's go, hey.
Yeah.
But anyway, somehow we looked back onto me. Gladdav, who are you? What do you do? What's going on? What, like, do you know what I mean? Play me in here, mate.
By and large, I play Smite. That's about it. I play Smite, and then I play some more Smite, and then some shit happens that makes me giggle. I cut that out, I put it together, I throw a meme in there, and I put it on the internet.
And what's like through your channel, or is it just through Twitter, or what do you do?
To my channel, Glendalf, my channel. But in terms of content creation, I wouldn't really consider myself a content creator. I don't really. It's not really an interest of mine to be. Obviously, it'd be pretty fucking sweet, but I just like the funny moments that I have with my friends on Smite, and it's fun to giggle.
More than enough content, mate. That is content creation in and of itself. Yeah. It's 2020. We live in a post-content society, my friend. As long as you're recording it, it's what it is. It's what you are. The meme makers are the fucking the proletariats of society, whatever that, you know, like what? The memes keep the world going round, is what I'm saying. Right? We are fueled by memes.
Something I spoke to Troll about before as well is I don't know how much of a bubble that's in. As it's made with friends, for friends, is it only funny to them because it's us?
Yeah.
But then ironically that's the shit that tends to make it. Because everybody wants to be part of some inside fucking joke.
It's true. That's also something we spoke about before, how there's a lot of attitudes out there of, and this is something, not to speak negatively or anything, but something I've noticed about the kind of language that Walkerly tends to use. I love you, Walkerly. You're a nice guy. But it sounds like you treat your content as if it's a chore to make. as if it's a really hard thing to do. And I feel like when you look at the vast majority of successful people out there, that almost all of them, there is an exception here or there, but almost all of them say, I was just doing something for fun, something I enjoyed doing, and then this happened.
Yeah,
And then
like
even people like that who love it, somewhere down the line, eventually it starts to become a chore. So if it already feels like a chore off the bat, how's that going to end up?
Well, I think that's more so why he's like leading into his walkily fit type
Yeah.
thing, you know. And I think
That's true.
especially like when he was making stuff with Glaswegian BR and moving into this podcast, it's a hell of a lot easier to do something you enjoy.
Yeah.
Do something that is effortless. Do something that is more you. Whereas, yeah, he's
I
mentioned
think
in
he's
the
doing
past
the right thing
struggling
there
a wee
because you
bit
can
with
tell he does
commentary
really
videos.
enjoy that.
That's it, man. You know, like to me, that's what it's all about. Realistically, like I always liken it to like I specifically seen a couple of bands over the years, and the best ones, doesn't matter the size of the crowd, are the ones that are fucking enjoying themselves.
Yeah.
You know,
It comes
I
across.
see these boys, Attila, supporting Head PE a few years back, and no one knew who the fuck they were, and they were far too heavy for like a Head PE crowd. But their fucking swag was amazing. And they just fucking stood there on that stage, grins on their face, played like they were playing in a fucking absolute stadium in front of everybody. And I just couldn't help enjoy that, you know what I mean? It's entertaining to watch.
Yeah.
Like, that's why half your vlog squads or that shit was doing. Like, fucking
infectious.
Shane Dawson, man, fuck's sake. Like, nobody was watching it, like, fucking, here's me eating food. But the second he got a mate with a camera and started kicking it with his pals, and the jokes become this back and forth thing. Like, I mean, we were even talking about the fucking Batchy and shit like that. I was there watching Batchy stuff. Second he started kicking about Cruiser and a couple other boys, and I'll check it out. It's fucking way more entertaining to me anyway, you know. You see someone as a person and personable fucking.
Yeah, I think a lot of that as well, if you've got somebody there that you are comfortable with, that you're close with, that you have an inside joke already going, it makes it a lot easier to make the content because you then enjoy it. A lot of time you're on your own, you're like, fuck, you get in your own head and you're like, oh, this is going to be shit, or oh, I feel like an idiot saying this or doing this. But if you've got a mate, you don't think twice. It alleviates that, it takes your focus off of yourself and more onto them. And then you've got
that was
back
really
and
key
forth,
with the
which is really
podcast,
enjoyable.
bro. Like, what we were like, we started, it was, oh, should we do camera? Oh, but like, oh, and I'm like, no, fucking record it. I mean, the first one we put out with my shite intro was absolutely diabolical. I don't give a fuck, mate. I was gutted that the intro was being fucking weird and pissing me off, but I was determined that it was going out that day, and it went out that day. So,
absolutely.
Do you know what I mean? Fucking, what, 8-9 episodes later, what are we on now?
This
8?
is the 9th we're recording just now, yeah.
9.
9.
Do you know
8
what I mean?
out so far, yeah.
Fucking mission success.
Consistent though, I think that's the main thing, is we each is kind of got it. We've got a Saturday, that's when we do this. We put it together, we set it out. I'll kind of edit it either Sunday or Monday, depending on how I'm feeling. Get it out, and then it's up, and we're doing it. It's consistent, which I'm absolutely loving. I think
it's impressive.
It's easy content to make as well. I think that's the best thing. There's not a huge amount behind it, so it's simple and it keeps it plain, so we can sit and we can talk. And to be fair, I think we've all got our own points. Excuse me. We've all got our own points that we bring. Like, Cap brings pretty much all the fucking material. Like, I don't know how he does it, right? So this man works a full-time jobs, lives playing almost exclusively for Fallout 76, and still manages to keep in the loop with kind of YouTube, world events, news, Twitter, all that shit. So he's the man that goes, this has happened, do you want to talk about this? This has happened, do you want to talk about this? Let's talk about this. So if you ever hear us discussing a subject, Cap's probably told us about it and went, let's discuss this. Me and Walkley, I've usually kind of had a little glance at it beforehand, and then on the day of, kind of a wee 20-minute read through it. Walkley's usually during the Discord call having a quick read it and going, okay, cool. But for the most part, it's Cap's like a researcher, which is great. We've all got our own kind of parts to play. I think I do the recording and editing, and then Walkley generally is just snidey, but it works. It's good because you can bounce off him, you can have a laugh, and he's got good reactions as well. So when you're saying something, him having a laugh in the background is good. It goes you on, it means you're more comfortable, which I absolutely love. And it works.
What he's saying, Gladolf, is he likes being teased. He likes his nipples getting tweaked a wee
Right,
bit. You know what I mean?
okay.
Like, so he bit of a verbal spanking.
That's good.
Gets him excited, keeps him going, keeps the energy flowing.
Get a car battery out and just fucking go.
Well,
actually, that's
before-
just before we go, Cap, sorry.
Fingernails.
Yeah.
Second,
mention
before we
Walker,
move on,
you
we should
didn't-
probably reference last week. How was your
Yes.
training regime getting on,
Well,
Mr. Troll?
It's fucking full on, right? And I've not actually had time. So Walkerly sent us quite a big list of a lot to do. A lot.
Oh,
It's like, for me,
my list was there a lot.
nah, I know. See, because I've got equipment. It's fucking shit. So,
It's because I've got equipment. Yeah.
no, he's
okay.
literally, he's got mine in like a 3-day rolling plan. So like first day, it's like 10 sets of 5 for like 5 different things. And it's like, fuck, I actually can't fit that in with my work schedule. I was like, fuck me. So I need to try and, I think I'm just going to need to get up early. Like normally my alarm's 8:30, but I think I just need to get up at like 7:30.
Mate,
get it
you've
done.
got to crack some eggs to make some bacon. Do you know what I mean?
Yep, that made sense.
That's how it goes.
100%.
Yeah.
What about you, Glendelf? You do any sort of fitness stuff? You do sort of training, fitness regime?
No, really, no. I did. I had some moderate success last year. From I think it was from January to March. I lost over 2 stone.
Nice.
Which was basically
this has
just-
become like the woman's weight, the fucking guys version of the Watchers Club. Fucking sorry.
What's your numbers, bro?
On the backside of that, though, it was basically all I did was porridge for breakfast, and then chicken and veg or fish and veg lunch and dinner. And I had a wee exercise bike in my room, and I would do that for maybe half an hour to an hour when I get home from work each day. That's literally it. In 2 stone, just dropped up. Well, I cut out fizzy juice as well, which is fuck me, that was hard.
Yep.
Yeah. People
And
have a
then,
real struggle with that, man. But I think, like,
aye.
especially in fucking this day and age, everybody just swigs that shit like it's fucking water, bro. Like, I switched to water when I was like fucking 20 or something, man. It was literally one of the best things I've ever done because I didn't realize like my entire fucking high school was just walking around in a fucking sugar coma, like passed the fuck out in class because it was like, when you I'll hear a can of cola when I got into school. I'll sit there with no water all class. Or it'll go to his break time, we'll hear a can of cola. Like, what the fuck, man? Do you know what I mean? We need to drink water, people. Hydrogen. The fucking...
It was going really well, but then this fucking cunt here, this piece of shit decided, you know what, I'm going to get married, let's all go to Cyprus. And then every single bad habit that I had before that period came back tenfold.
If you pair me like a fucking old married couple, just blaming each other for all your problems and shit.
Well, it's his fault for all my failings.
His fault, I fucking put the mate back on.
Vice versa, yeah.
Forced me to go into fucking Cyprus and eat all that food.
Exactly.
Oh, it's
And
fucking
drink all that energy juice.
so good.
God, energy. I could really do a can of energy juice, but I've not drank enough water this morning. Anyway, I think, speaking of water, alright, we've already whetted our appetites,
Let's see where this is going.
but we should get a little more wet.
Okay.
Or
Let's see where this
we
is
should
going.
get a deep dive into this week's
This is a
topic
pretty
of discussion.
sexy segue.
Yeah.
Oh, yes it is. Yes
Moister.
it is. Why'd you have to ruin everything?
Moister.
So basically, I don't know the full scale ins and outs.
Okay.
To be fair, because I like not to promote the life of a thought. Not that I have anything against the life of a thought. However, with our sprawling reach on this podcast, it'd be very remiss of me to just advertise such deviant behaviour.
Yes.
But if you're unaware of what I'm talking about, folks, is this past week, a certain influencer, shall we call her, posted a request for new to the scene, quote unquote, sex workers. Now, to clarify that term, when we say sex workers in 2020, that doesn't mean prostitutes. That doesn't mean everyone's just, fingering themselves on camera or what have you.
Fly
But
about dicks in the mouth.
there are very different levels to the sex work industry, such as Snapchat premiums, or getting your titties out, just little talking over messages. I don't know all the ins and outs, okay, because I'm not a fucking deviant. but let's suffice to say it's a large spectrum that is included within the sex workers industry. So she advertised that she wanted new sex workers to come and join her in a house that she was going to create, almost akin to like Faze Clan, but she was basically going to train them up in OnlyFans, which is like basically like a Snapchat premium service. I don't think it's actually Snapchat, but it's its own service.
I have
where
done a bit of research
dirty.
into that, so you did.
Have you?
Yeah, you mentioned OnlyFans, obviously.
Extensive.
Extensive research. I can only use one hand at a time. So basically, OnlyFans it's similar to, from what I understand from it, it's similar to Instagram. People put up photos and videos, but they're all locked behind a paywall. So you get the paywall.
Snapstagram, that's what I said, aye.
Pretty much paywall up there, but on top of that, you also have other videos they put up that they can charge you for. So it's
kind of like a Patreon. It's like a pussy Patreon.
Even Patreon you could use for the same thing. They're basically the same thing on a different platform.
Yeah. Aye, but they don't. I think they're a bit fussy with their TOS. Fussier, I'd imagine.
That's like no holds barred, literally, for OnlyFans.
Wow,
so that's like an R-rated Patreon.
Pretty much.
It's like, so the issue obviously was she posted this, and the fucking internet basically just jumped on her. Which the reason I found this interesting, not for all the reasons you deviants out there find this interesting, is the fact a woman wants to start a house to help teach and promote young ladies how to safely and successfully work within the sex workers industry, and the internet shits on her, say this sounds sketchy as fuck, this sounds predatory as fuck, yep, based on one tweet. Didn't seem like anyone done any research or fucking God knows, I didn't pass the fucking DeFranco video I caught. But what the fuck happened to feminism in 2020? Hugh Hefner runs about with a fucking house full of women for about 30-40 years. Not even like a microcosm of his age, half of them.
Yeah.
But a woman wants to do it, and all of a sudden everyone loses their fucking minds. Everyone loses their mind, you know what I mean? Like, there's something really weird about that and odd to me.
See, obviously I
don't get this weird obsession that people have and guys have, this whole thought patrol, get them fucking hooked off the internet sort of banter.
I don't get it. I don't. See, the way that I see it, right, is thought's gonna thought, right? So the way that you've kind of said that there, she's looking for people to have a safe way to do it. I don't think that's a bad idea at all, because you've got, anywhere you go, you've got the internet. They can literally make it wherever they want to go. So why not have a safe space that's got protection? Obviously,
I could see the tweet did sound a bit seedy. Like, no, did they sound a bit seedy? But it wasn't the greatest of tweets.
Yeah, it
was a very basic tweet. But I mean, you've only got 100 fucking odd characters, man. So she basically was kind of like, any new workers with little followers want to come out to this fucking house that I'm making. But I could say, you could just fucking talk to her, DM her. She's like, no, seriously, legit. We've been speaking about, we've been speaking to business folks. We've been getting our fucking shit in order. We've got contracts fucking drafted up, XYZ. It's going to be it's going to be sound. But then obviously a lot of the comments were like, this is exactly what a pimp would say. You're like, all right, okay. Well.
But the way that I look at that is the pimp isn't hoarding himself out as well, though. Like, he's not in the exact same boat. He's in a position of authority where he's sending these women out to do this job to earn money and then come back and give him it, and he's offering quote-unquote protection, or he won't hit them if it happens. However, in this instance, the person that's setting up is someone who's also going to be doing it, who's going to be offering it from a place of experience where I've dealt with this. If you get a man creeping on you, you do this, you say this to them, you tell them to get away. Like, if they've got previous experience. Now, the contract thing is something I find a little bit sketchy, because obviously if you look at the likes like Tifu, Faze Clan, all that stuff, their contracts, a lot of time they get done out a lot of money because they don't read it. There was an artist who signed a contract with a record company, basically
Megan Thee Stallion.
That's it. Her contract basically said she couldn't actually make music and put it out there, which is dumb for somebody who's a recording artist.
Love that shit.
It's stupid. So I think before anybody takes whoever this person is up on it, they should get a lawyer to actually look at the contract and have a have an actual read through it and see what it actually means. Because a
Bro,
lot
like,
of
how bad
yeah.
has the music fucking industry been exposed for this shit out of the
Yep.
past decade,
It's
man?
so
Fucking, you've
exploitative.
had Kesha, you've had fucking Taylor Swift. Who was that bird that won the fucking X Factor back in the day? Leona Lewis.
Yeah.
Her old contract come to bite her in the arse because it turned out she was already signed when she went on the fucking X Factor and lied about it. And basically, Psycho, Simon Cowell's company, were just like, shh, just don't worry about it. Don't worry. We'll settle with it. We'll fucking
do.
snub them. We'll set our lawyers on them. Do you know what I mean? But there's such a weird, like fucking Lil Wayne as well. His shit was like owned by fucking Baby or whatever the fuck his name is. Put some respect on my name. And because of it, he wasn't allowed to release new music. Like, what the fuck kind of contract? What? It is 2020, people. Digital is the way forward.
Yeah.
A digital whorehouse? Fucking batter in, ladies.
Yeah.
You're off the streets.
Yeah.
It's not illegal. It's not a red light fucking district. It's not a fucking brothel. I mean, yeah, short of whether or not this specific influencer, this lassie, is questionable or not, time will fucking tell, or that's up to the internet to pick it apart and find the fuck out.
Mhm.
But to just blanket shame someone for trying to start what is essentially, like we're saying, the Faze clan fucking house of OnlyFans, Faze OnlyFans.
Faze fans.
I think
Only
like,
Faze.
so fucking what, bro?
Yeah,
And see, when you think about it, like anybody that's willing to go to that house, just off the basis of a tweet alone, by themselves, not take anyone. There's a lot to be said about Darwinism.
Yeah.
Well,
If it does end up to be a totally fucked up situation, it's like, well,
that's victim blaming. How dare you? You can't imply that someone should.
I mean, I think
You're
Can
saying they
it?
deserve to be sex trafficked into the sex workers' world, sir? Not on this podcast.
no, I think
Old Walkerley would never say anything so insidious.
he'd
Well,
say
he's not
worse.
here. You're stuck with me, so deal with it.
And he'd probably say worse. Let's not bullshit. He'd be like, fucking idiots, the lot of them. Why would you do that? I think you made a good point there with the bringing someone with you or doing your research. That's the key point. Don't just show up to a house because you saw a tweet. Like, you saw a tweet and you went, oh, that would be great, let's show up. Get in touch with them, reach out, do a bit of research on the person, bring someone with you initially to meet the people, see if it seems legit. Get a copy
We
of the
even had
contract.
guys fucking posting in the indie Scots, a guy like last year, just straight up like, look, is anybody interested? And within fucking matter of seconds, obviously, between the peers and higher members of the indie Scots, we were all like, who the fuck's this? What the fuck's that? Is this legit? And it turns out, oh, no, so and so is one of my pals. Like, all right, okay, cool, you know.
Did he post an
Just that-
OnlyFans in? Or was it?
No, it was
so confused.
looking for models. I think he was
Oh.
starting some sort of a website or
See,
something, or
that's,
offering us some sort of a service. But
that's where it gets sketchy. As you've probably seen, you've got a beautiful leather couch on certain websites. That kind of stuff's seedy. That's the kind of, watch yourself for that. Obviously, if everybody's kind of consented and they know what's happening going on, going in, that's fine.
yeah,
But if it's something where they've been kind of led in on a false pretenses and you've got this camera in your face and you feel pressured into doing things that you wouldn't normally do, so obviously heat the moment, you're like, oh, you're the little fish in a big pond, and this producer in quotation marks is the person who's basically responsible for your career, then you're more likely to be like, well, okay, even if you don't want to. I mean, look at the case of Harvey Weinstein, where he has literally an absolute cavalcade of fucking actresses coming out and saying, yeah, he made me sleep with him to get roles. And there's such a juggernaut in the industry.
and
It's
an
infuriating
absolute
obliged.
fucking and an absolute fuck ton more.
Yep.
They are saying absolutely nothing.
Yep. Exactly.
Gilo. We were going over that one. Was it us that were talking about that?
I don't think we've mentioned
Seen
it.
the fappening bunch of the weirdos on the internet that look into such deviant things.
None of us
reckoned
would
that
ever
a
do that,
bunch-
of course.
A bunch of those pictures were apparently taken in the same fucking room.
Oh, wow.
So, like, from different celebs.
Yeah,
So they're quite literally like, here, that could be all of Weinstein's phone.
that's kind of fucked, man.
Essentially, he's pretty much stood them there and been like, right, it's like, oh, like, come meet me in this house. We're gonna fuck. I'm gonna take pictures of your naked
Yeah.
ass. And funnily enough, they're like, yeah, that's almost guaranteed that is all in the same fucking house or somewhere but the same sort of locations. So it's all off the same phone. But there are pitfalls to any industry. There is corruption within any industry. You do have to watch your arse in any sort of fucking line of employment, any sort of contractual agreement, any sort of fucking job where you're putting your time and effort and your quote-unquote assets to fucking use. So by all means, you're going to have to be smart about it and try your best to navigate this world in a conscious sort of fucking way. That being said, I can't help but feel the whole kind of thought patrol kind of movement, these fucking YouTubers that are continuously putting out material on these lasses who are, in my opinion, for the most part, like when they're going after your fucking Tana Montagues and fucking Sniper Wills and the likes, these girls are nothing more than a product of their environment, man. Like, I kind of feel sorry for them. They feel like they need to have big fake arse implants and fake lips and all the rest of it, and fucking makeup and hair coming out all sorts of ways, just to try and make themselves feel confident and happy enough within themselves. But who the fuck are we to judge, man? You know what I mean? Like, I'm not a fucking girl. I don't know what the fuck they're going through. No, I know I sound like a fucking white knight or nothing, but fuck that shit, bro.
We're on the outside looking in. Yeah, that's the thing. I think if you have sat down and honestly weighed up the kind of pros and cons, and you've went, yeah, my nudes could get leaked, and if I have a family later, that could come up. If you're okay with that, then do it. As long as you've accurately assessed it and went, yes, this works for me, or this doesn't work for me, or I don't want this to affect me in the future. Because I know there's been cases where people like teachers and doctors who've done photo shoots in the past, they've got a wee bit of titty hanging out, they've lost their jobs because of it. So if it's something like you're studying to be biomechanical engineer, and you're doing that on the side to get a bit of funding during your studies, if that could come out and bite you in the arse, maybe don't do it. Maybe don't show your face. If you're going to do that, take precautions that you need to. But it's one of those ones that even if it isn't you, or if you haven't done it, if it looks like it could be you, even an accusation can be enough to get you in hot water. So it's one of those ones where you need to properly think about it. And if you're willing to accept the kind of risks by all means, go for it. Why not? If there's a demand for it there, and you can make a good living from it.
Definitely is.
That absolutely is. The internet is full of perverts, and I love it.
I was about to say, Glad, if you were quiet there, you signed up to OnlyFans in the background there, mate.
He's just got one bead of sweat trickling down his face. He's like, they're going to find me out.
I had to say, let's see if the shoe was on the other foot, and I was of the female variety, 100%.
Yeah.
See, that's
Easy
what
money.
guys say, though. That's what we all say. We're like, oh, if I had titties and a vagina, I'd just throw that thing around everywhere.
It's true. That's because I think men and
difficult.
Men and women are.
You wouldn't.
I don't know. It'd be different if I'd grown up the same way that
I'd be
grown
the
up.
dirtiest monster if I was the last. No, you wouldn't do.
No, not that, but
No.
provocative pictures on Instagram.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Defos getting
That's
fucking
presuming
views
you'd
and
be
shit.
good. You'd be looking good enough.
There's
Well,
literally people that I work with who don't really try, and I've had offers through from like fucking Little Polly and shit, like, oh, can you wear a dress down and take some photos and put it up? And it's like, looking at the profile, I'm like, they've got like 10,000 followers and that's it. It's not as though they're making a conscious effort to do this. They just post photos up of being a young attractive girl, and creeps will find them. They aren't making a conscious effort to do it. I think.
But there's probably fucking 5,000 out of 10,000 or other girls
It's true.
that are literally like,
Bigging
oh my
each other
god,
up.
she's beautiful. I wish I was like her.
That's, to be fair, that is something I think social media is really, really bad for, is the comparison. Like, people don't realise it's a fucking highlight reel, seeing what you see on the internet.
Yep.
It's not somebody's life. That's not what they actually live. Like, see when you see them like posting a video every day or photo every day, you're like, how many ends did they take in the one day to have a role to last them the month? Like, when they were looking great and they felt their best. Like, they might have just done a
That's
couple
how
of
you
outfit changes.
feel
take
about like
photos, boom, boom, boom.
sex workers, man. It's like the idea that these people are just, I don't know, like they should either be like hiding in the shadows or should be ashamed of themselves, but at the same time, we are going to very much treat them with airs and graces of respect now, because they're, you know, they are women, and they are doing what they're doing because of circumstance, and it's this fucking really weird mixed bag of contradictions that I don't know how to feel about it, man. I really
think
don't. I mean, I feel like at the end of the day, if you're going to, you do you, boo. If you're going to make fucking money, make money. As long as you ain't hurting nobody, as But
I've-
arguably, people could argue whether or not pornography, to which degree OnlyFans is pornography or isn't pornography,
Mhm.
could be hurting people. But I would argue then there's probably studies to say that, well, providing this sort of a service would be good for people who can't get laid and can't
Yeah.
interact to that level of
Yeah,
culture.
it gives them that social interaction that they need. They might be paying for it, but they're still getting the same kind of. The way I say, everybody's getting needs, right? And if you today, there's a fucking epidemic of fucking obesity and being lazy and not being able to go out and depression and all this shit. I've got man titties, don't worry, boy.
I was gonna say you just
I got
like
big old
divulging
titties,
your
baby.
feelings on the.
I'm just trying to justify what I do, okay? Fuck's sake. But there is pretty much an epidemic, and if you go out there and you are one of those people, you haven't really put a lot of effort in, and there's a lack of education in regards to health and nutrition and exercise, and that's a whole other topic for another podcast. But in regards to that, and in light of that, there's a lot of men out there who don't feel attractive and confident enough to attract a mate. They don't feel like they can go out and get into the pub and walk up to him and go, "Alright, doll, how you doing? Let me buy you a drink." There's a lot of people that don't get approached by that, or if they do get approached, they completely miss the signs. They don't realise.
Yeah, here's a hint, guys. Just go up and ask, tell them you like their shoes.
Yeah,
And start a convo like that.
absolutely.
That's a dick show treat for everybody out there.
But yeah, in like that, I think a lot of men don't feel confident approaching women, and this is the path of least resistance for that one-on-one kind of that emotional
I mean,
gratification.
like, how's it any fucking different for like a fucking a Tinder fucking hookup? It's a transactional experience
It is.
at the end of the fucking day. We're even in relationships, we are gauging our own self-worth and putting that up against something that someone that we value arguably higher than ourselves, whether that is just for sexual gratification or for relationship fucking gratification, goals. Then, like, as long as it's a consensual transaction, it's a fucking problem.
To be fair, the amount of fucking money they make as well is mind-blowing. Like, Walkerly's on Twitter, and some of the...
Well, I thought you were going to say Walkerly's on Snapchat Premium.
Yeah, he's got his micro peanut. Walkerly Fit OnlyFans, it's just him working out and flexing like,
bathed in oil, glistening in the sun.
With one fucking user, and it is Walkerly.
Yeah, it seems like he's paid himself. It's like a circle jerk. He's like, oh yeah, I'm getting money. Don't care if it's my money. But I've seen some posts on Twitter and shit. It's that way you see somebody shared something that shared something. I'm like, what the fuck? It's like people who use OnlyFans are getting £5,000 a month, and you're like, I would have to triple the amount I'm working to make that kind of money.
No. Hold on.
It's fucked
It's
up.
a patriarchy, okay?
Yeah,
so
the patriarchy.
we should be making more at all times.
We should, according to the feminists and the social justice warriors and all
Come
that,
on,
who believe in
no. But so
who believe that men
vote,
get paid
guys,
more, which is
what we do
bullshit.
is we put our metaphorical heads together,
Or
and
physical.
we
Make
make.
an OnlyFans house.
Yeah, let's
That's
do
very
it.
fun, isn't it?
Let's fucking do it.
Well, I was thinking something, so I wasn't going to say it, but
Yeah, that was for
After
after the podcast to chat about, fuck's sake.
I've literally got to break up a fucking pussy fight right now.
Oh.
Not the good kind either.
Sad. But yeah, I think at the end of the day, it's like my stance on gay people, right? There's nothing gayer than worrying about what someone else is doing with their penis. And if you're a woman who's been catty about somebody getting their tits out or getting their foo-foo out, fuck off. Leave them alone, right? If you've got an issue, ignore it, don't speak to them. There's a market there for it. They're using a marketable skill and they're taking payments for it. It's as simple as that.
But then you're endangering these young women's lives by giving them bad advice that could put them in danger.
See, the thing is, I'm not giving
By
any
telling
advice.
them.
I'm saying, do your research. If it's something you are comfortable doing and you've got the confidence to do it, and yeah, why not? It's your choice as a grown up, as a big person. If you want to do that and make some easy cash money, literally taking a couple of photos and having people subscribe to you for months on end, that's up to you. But at the end of the day, I don't think there's... At the end of the... Prostitution is apparently the world's oldest fucking job. So what is wrong with selling sex? And sex sells.
Imagine the tax.
I know. Exactly. See
Fucking
now,
potholes would be a thing of the past.
that's the real
Cannot
question.
tax titties, bro. You cannot tax on titties, man.
They
That's
must be.
not...
That's the one thing that I kind of think. See, when you see something that's I've made £7,000 this month, it's like, have you declared that and have you paid your tax, or is your OnlyFans going to suddenly stop because you're in the jail?
That's I'm a fucking libertarian. Taxation is theft.
Well, I hope you enjoy your streetlights going out. The bin men not picking shit up. The bin's not getting emptied.
Exactly. Every time I hit a pothole, I'm just going to start cursing.
Yeah.
Gonna get a
It's
small
Thoughts fault.
semi and cry a wee bit.
They're so hot, but they don't pay any tax.
Honestly, that whole shit, man. Like I say, look, these are fucking YouTubers. Just to round up, because I suppose we've been banging on
Hello.
about this topic for a wee bit, but the fucking YouTubers just continuously coming at these videos. I'm like, so spent a lot of time sitting swatching through all their Instagram photos till you noticed that the tails were bent, did you?
Yeah.
Cool, bro. Cool. Look at this picture. Look at this picture. Like, wow, I've never seen those pictures. Why? Because I'm not subscribed to these fucking women. What are you doing with your fucking life?
Why have you got a catalogue of these? And that's my real question. Have you've done quote unquote
Why
research
are
for a
you
video?
zooming in far enough to be able to see that the tiles moved?
You have to question as well, are half of them even as militant about it as they seem, or are they just putting that on for the views?
Yeah, it's the exact same as fucking feminism, bro. They will be fucking having a cry wank to those pictures later on, claiming that they're fucking like, oh, it's fucking out of order. Meanwhile, getting their fucking girlfriends to probably wear fucking same coloured wigs as the Instagram models. Get the fuck out of here. Bunch of fucking closet wankers.
Yeah, it's just. It's just
Anyway,
ridiculous.
from ménage à trois to ménage et collaborer. That's how you say it in French, isn't it?
Probably not. Is that people
Just-
of collaboration? Is menage a trois something? What's menage mean?
Yeah,
I know trois
well,
means.
so
It's not just we lagar.
Yep, I am the train station. I am. Je suis
What?
le gars, je
Build the
suis.
bibliothèque. No?
I missed that lesson.
Yeah.
And all the French lessons, because we just used to sit and imagine a world where you had OnlyFans accounts at that age. No, but yeah, it's as I was mentioning at the start of the podcast, and as Troll was praising me for, just a guy doing my thing here, fucking getting the finger out, myself and Troll speaking to the Wormley Science with Steph, and we're talking about putting something together. First off, going to do some kind of round table kind of chat, podcast-esque kind of thing, just to kind of introduce ourselves, get the wheels turning, get the creative juices flowing. And don't say creative juices. I know, come on, lads. We're moving on.
Say it
We're
on
mature
yours.
now.
I was gonna.
Put your chubs away, alright?
I was gonna throw it back to you. So, saying we were talking about OnlyFans and juices, guys.
It's my new fucking. It's not my gamer girl bathwater. It's
Ah, come on.
my OnlyFans fucking juices water.
Can of glue.
Oh. But like Steph's never going to want to fucking collaborate now.
Hopefully she doesn't
and-
listen to this. It's fine.
There was also a couple other dudes I'll hopefully be speaking to this tomorrow actually. We're going to be looking at some fucking old and inappropriate kids cartoons and toy lines and stuff.
Nice.
Just having a little fucking laugh at that. Also, as I said, we talked about boy talking about hitting up Fortnite creative mode and just seeing what the fuck I can do for that.
Yeah.
But most recently, I just finished recording a 50 odd minutes pirate radio broadcast for Fallout fans, Fallout 76,
Fun.
where I roleplay as Captain Jake Swallows, the Ruby Clam, being a DJ host. What's funny about that?
Jake Swallows.
Yeah, Jake
Juices,
Swallows.
OnlyFans, and Jake Swallows.
I think we have a
That's the name
title,
of this
boys.
podcast. I like that. Captain Jake Swallows of the Ruby Clam. What? I don't get it. It's so funny. But I done a wee fucking radio show for that, so I'm gonna blast that out. And finally been getting some peeps wanting to get involved playing this absolute fucking belter of everyone's favourite MMO that's definitely not going to break like fuck come April and Wastelanders.
Not a chance. Not
Yeah.
a single chance.
Hell no. And shout outs to Yagi as well. Been fucking having talks with a homeboy, getting him involved. You know, I'm going to be getting up to no good at some point.
Good shit. Good shit.
Thinking about having him on over at the Unmonetizables podcast. That's my podcast for the Chronicles.
Yeah, we don't mention that.
Get him warmed up and get him climates to the shite patter banner, you know.
Yeah.
Didn't nobody throw him into a deep end here, you know. Your pals, by all means, fucking yeet them on and
Aye.
feed
Rip
them
them
to
to
the
shreds.
fucking lines then. Yangi's a little younger, so I wanted to rear him in
Break
a bit.
him
I
in
wanted to,
gently.
groom him ever so slightly. Don't say groom him.
No, don't
But
Why does it always come back to nonsense in this fucking podcast?
we're just grooming juicy boys at an OnlyFans account with Captain Jake Swallows. What's so weird about that? I don't understand.
Oh,
you
man.
totally reminded me of I need to make your non-super cut of you talking about nonsense in the
No,
podcast.
no,
Stop it.
I've been dancing around.
Right, so what are you doing? Tro, what's
So-
going on with you?
Today, I am going to shower, shave after this, as you do.
Finally, man, we've been telling
it's
you this for
been
like
like-
9 weeks.
Yeah, it's been a while. It's been a while and a half. I'm going to do that. I have a wee script written up, a kind of abridged version of the actual stuff I'm going to do. My homeboy Glendale here did give me a lav mic to clip on, but it's a little bit too short, so I'm going to have to go back to plan B where I have
Here we
separate
go. The
audio
laugh
track.
makes too short.
Yeah,
Glendale.
that's another excuse.
I'm going to record today, and I think I'm going to spend the rest of the day just cutting it together. I'm going to try. No, you know what? Fuck you. I'm going to do it today, and I'm going to get it out tomorrow at the latest. That's it.
Yeah, do you remember when he said something like that on the first episode of this podcast? By any chance?
I think you'll find in all those times I said try, so I gave myself that room to not do it.
Yes, exactly. You did. Do or do not, young Jedi.
Yes.
That's what I'm fucking saying.
So I'm
Be
going to...
deliberate in your choice of words.
Yes. Yes, that,
Just
as
like
a
we've
man
all
would...
done on this show. At every given point.
We're all fucking massive procrastinators. Like the Walkleys, get a plan over tonight, great, boom, boom, boom. And then we got it, when was it, Tuesday, Wednesday? So we are...
How dare you out
we
him?
should-
I got my plan way early in advance, and I had
Yeah,
been sticking to
totally.
it for a full week. Walkerley Fit is a professional run fitness regime organisation.
To be fair,
okay?
if we'd
And
said...
it's free. that
Yeah,
we
I was
got
going to
these
say, if we
for.
were paying for it, we'd have got it there and then. But the fact is, like, this is something I'm doing to help them out and to help me out. We can leave it. But I'm not bothered
Yes,
about
he's
it
a
being
very busy
little bit
boy training,
is, man.
training people who are paying him.
Yeah, he is. Like, literally, he's doing a... That's the reason he's not on today. He's doing a boot camp with, like, fucking 4 or 5 people. So he's got actual clients and customers and actual work to do, where we're sitting here chatting about OnlyFans
Yeah,
and
I'm
juices and green
definitely not
kids.
sure it's a fitness regime now. It's a boot camp, kind of like a Faze clan.
He's started...
Faze clan.
He's took what you
camp.
put in. You were like, we're talking about the OnlyFans house, and he's went, I can do that. I can do that.
He did actually pull out the second I mentioned the
Yeah.
topic.
It was
I'm
like...
sure I might have seen a Twitter post about some kind of bootcamp fitness house for young inexperienced fitness people.
Yeah.
Oh, you get
Come-
me all excited now.
Come and sweat.
Luckily, no shout me. Oh. Well, Gandalf, what's yourself, man? What are you up to this coming few weeks? What's your content or your how's Smite going?
Well, Smite is always Smite. That's the one thing you can always guarantee. In
It's
a
one of the
fucking
card
bit,
ones,
and
isn't it?
So does Troll. What?
It's beautiful.
No,
It's a
No,
what we call
that's blasphemy.
it's a prison one.
No,
It's like the Hunger Games kind of prison.
it's a MOBA. It's like
mobile.
I don't want to say League of Legends, but it is a bit.
Yeah.
But it's like over the shoulder third person.
Yeah, totally sorry, bro. I was getting that confused with Scum. Scum is what I was confusing
okay.
that with.
No, that's
Sorry.
Scum.
No, that
It's-
wasn't even a diss. That was just me being a bit silly.
That's okay.
In case
Oh,
you
no,
didn't
there'll
know,
always
I'm
be
going to be
Smite.
starting an esports news entertainment show.
Mhm.
Okay, that's how well informed I am on these
Mm.
MOBAs and whatnots. So yeah, how's it going with that?
Ah, well, it's always fun.
It's
I mean,
great.
you can't go
What
on
level are
Smite
you?
and not have fun unless you're losing, in which case it's the worst game ever and it's
Nice.
pathetic and it's I hate it and there's no point in it in existing. But when
Maybe
you're winning,
should-
it's great.
Name and shame your rank.
Oh, fuck, I don't even know. To be honest.
We honestly we
Absolute filthy casual. How
Yeah.
dare you?
literally I was going to say we play as casuals. because
We
we're
do.
kind of. I think we don't have enough. So there's a group of about 5 that play it, but we're not all on at once. So try to do ranked. It's like if we did it, it'd be like kind of mixing and patching different teams, and then it's like you're high rank, low rank. So it's
No, I get it. It's it's Glandalf's fault I can't do videos. He keeps inviting me on to play Smite. Is that
well, it's
Actually, these days it's Dark Souls 2.
yeah, that's literally what I was gonna say. Leo Draxos 2. It's so good, man.
What the fuck is the obsession with that game? It's so weird.
It's
It's
15.
so fucking good.
It's like £16 just now for that and all the DLC on PlayStation, so
shit.
you should get it and play it. and
Nah,
it's
mate, I've got
exceptional.
Bloodborne on
100%
PS
get
Plus.
it, and then
Sigh.
take your summon sign down, and then curse it for not having a normal invite system.
Yeah.
And ask everyone if they're human and if they've got their ring on.
Put your summon signs down. Listen,
It's brutal.
don't-
It's
I don't
great,
deal
but
with
it's
this
brutal.
fucking devil worship fucking nonsense. Okay.
It's do you know, as a game, it just baffles me because it doesn't give you any fucking direction. Well, it does, but it's so fucking weird.
Vague.
Yeah, like, oh, there's a small cell at the bottom of the well. Like, where the fuck's the well? What are you on about? Like, what the fuck?
Meanwhile, every NPC just sulks about for a wee minute, has a wee moan, and then laughs at you.
Yeah, literally, they rip you to shreds. And
Bro, talk to me about fucking no pointers or help. Like, are you kidding? I've been playing 76 for a fucking year, and only just this small, like over a year since it came out, fucking November 2018, and I have only just this morning passed level 100. There are people out there level 500, 600. I even heard about a 700 and a 1000 motherfucker at one
It's
point.
disgusting.
I've literally only just found out the past few months the quickest ways to fucking level up. Oh,
to
there's
get to
no
those
pointers in
level-
that game.
yeah, to
There's
get
no
to-
pointers.
To get to a really high level, you must have to just sit and stew in your own filth, playing it all the time. And I love doing that, but I don't have enough time anymore to do shit like that. So that's one of the things I'm struggling with, kind of games wise, is finding something that you can play for a little bit and then go and take care of real world things you need to do, like the washing and cleaning the kitchen and putting
And
clothes away. and hoovering.
procrastinating. Yeah,
That's
yeah.
why Smite is so good.
Yeah, because it's a little.
You
15
jump in for a
minute game.
20-minute game and then you're gone. It's,
Are you fucked? You jump in for a 20-minute game, you get beat and go, no, I can't
no, we're
go
not
off
going
like
off till
this.
we win.
I can't go off like this. And then 8 hours later, you haven't won, you've been spanked the full day, you go off, your head hurts, you're sweaty and stanky, and you just want
So
to die.
fucking sweaty.
It is honestly the sweatiest game I've ever
It's the
played.
sweatiest game ever.
Like, not in a esports, oh, he's been all sweaty, but like legitimately get off and you're like, I have pit stains. What the fuck? It's the Smite taint. It's fucking brilliant, man.
Fucking
Free as well, by the way. It's absolutely free, so you should give
the
it a go.
Smite team. Yeah, a couple of Smite bags.
It's fucking great. It's actually so good. I hate
stuff,
it
good
and I
stuff.
love it. And I hate it.
Yeah, I'm there. I'm there with 76.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So if you
It's
get
a
any,
curse and a blessing.
yeah, you get a little wide on from it, but you just can't do it. Have you got any clips in the barrel ready to put together, Glendale, for you?
I do. I have borderline too many.
Okay.
It's getting to that situation. I've been in this situation before where I had so many clips that I literally could not be arsed, like looking through them all. So I
Yeah.
just deleted them all and started from scratch.
Oh no! Mate, that hurt. That actually
Yeah.
hurt you saying that. Oh,
But,
Right.
It's
Here's
finding
what
the time
today-
to cut them together.
oh,
Yeah.
find it. Oh, right. Oh, I. Neither one of your fucking pals would go away. No, we'll find the time. I'll play 10 hours of Smite, but I'll not sit and cut the bastard in clips. Look, pap them out on YouTube, pap them out on Twitter, pap them out on Reddit, pap them out on fucking LinkedIn. Oh, it's a 2 minutes, 30 seconds. Doesn't matter. Just get the shit out, bro. Pap it onto a fucking montage
That's
clip,
the
like you're
trouble when
saying.
you're a boomer like me, though, and you don't use Reddit or Twitter.
Yeah.
Bruh, like fucking listen. Do you drive?
Yeah, kinda. I ride motorbikes
He's a motorbike.
Right, well,
boy.
like, and how did you learn to do that?
by taking lessons and passing a test.
Yeah, but essentially you learned how to do it, didn't you?
Yeah.
Right, so you can learn how to fucking Reddit, bro.
To be fair, it's probably easier than riding a
This is
goddamn
true.
bike.
Come on,
It
do you know
probably
what I mean? You can learn how to fucking do all this shit, man. I'm a self-made man. I taught myself everything that you can possibly do within the Share Factory
How to
and
make an
PS4.
OnlyFans house.
That's no, that's that. I'm going to learn that for Walkerley when he comes back.
Yeah.
From boot camp.
Right. Quote boot camp. Unquote.
Thought camp.
But yeah, man. this has been fucking awesome. This has been really good. Good to get to know you. Where can folk find you? Is it Glenn? I keep saying it wrong, eh? Glendalf.
I do have two channels. I have the main channel for like Smite memes and stuff like that is Glendalf. I do have another channel that I didn't use. I used to use it a lot. It's called half_moto, where I had a helmet cam with a mic and I used to just ride about on my bike and kind of talk shit. But after a while, I started to look back on those videos and cringe a wee bit. So I wiped most of them. And then I ran out. My laptop decided to shit the bed and completely brick itself, so I had no way to edit stuff on. But then the reason I made the intro for Troll is because he gave me his old Mac Mini, which I used to do that, which means now I have a place to edit it. So I've been sorting out my helmet cam, and I'm thinking about maybe making bike videos again, but I'm not sure.
I think
Troll's a Mac Daddy.
I do. I've got a lot of Apple software, I'm ashamed to say. Does make it easy to stream, which is why I haven't really been streaming, because it's a shit show for that. Streamlabs, who do their own version of OBS that includes your kind of follower counts and notifications and shit coming up on the screen, have got some Mac software coming out soon. So I'm hoping to fuck that it works okay and it works with the Elgato HD 60S, which I have. Other than that, what I have to do is I have to use Boot Camp and load into Windows and then faff about. It's a total pain in the cunt doing it, which is why I'm like, every time I do this, I have to go through 40 minutes of setup, make sure everything's working. Some things go tits up and you have to find a fix, and it's a total pain in the arse, which is why I've been like, streaming just now, I'm not for it. But I have got a new...
Good thing you get so many videos up instead.
Thank God there's so much other content.
This channel's got more content than you've ever made.
It does. Glendale's channel has a fuck ton of premium quality content, and it's amazing.
Don't worry, man. We'll drag into the 21st century. 22nd? What century?
I don't know. We're in a century, definitely. Glendale actually,
we're in a society century, eh?
Breakdown. Glendale actually used Share Factory initially, Cap, so he knows the pain you feel using that. Like if you look at his videos, I think all of them except like maybe the latest one.
Not every single one of them, not even the latest one. Yeah. Every single one of my videos are Share Factory.
It's fucking, man, I've managed to gamify it though. Like I really have. Like I genuinely kind of get myself in the mode. You're like, right, I'm gonna fucking cut. So I stream on a Thursday, Indie Scots, Twitch, Thursdays, and I'll do like an hour or two, maybe even 3 hours. And then what I'll do is I'll literally just, on a Friday, after work, come back, I sees, fucks off, goes plays Fortnite, and I just sit and trim through all the shit. Just sit and watch it back, cut out all the fat, any bits where there's any chat, like decent patter or chat or a joke or something that I can use later on, just chunk, and then as soon as I've done that, man, go back at it again. Take a fucking break if you need to, bro. Take a wee smoke break, take a wee breather, eat something, walk around, watch a YouTube video, but then come back to it, man. Do it the fuck again.
There's something about Share Factory, but it gets me in trance. See, when I start putting things into Share Factory, like hours pass by and I don't fucking realise, and I'm sitting there just clicking away and trimming and sticking and.
Well, that's why that's what I'm saying. Why I've got it into a bit of a routine for myself, where like now I've got a good setup where. Like for my episodic stuff specifically, I'm doing like a last time and next time one. If the videos are kind of like in a series, so to prime myself, try and do during the week is edit a chunk or steal it, like get a bunch of chunks cut and literally have the last time already cut, and then quite literally it's like a primer for me where I've got. Here's 30-second intro. What happened last time? Boom. You know exactly what you're doing, man. You know exactly what's going to happen. Because last time, on the previous episodes, you've said what's going to happen next time. And you've already seen the couple of bits. And you know what's going to happen in this fucking hour or two's worth of streaming. So you'll know exactly where to cut, how to cut. And I just sort of borrow it down to about fucking 5 minutes, man. You know what I mean? And then again, snip a little bit from what's going to be next time, you know? But I mean, that's what works for me, man. It's fucking might not work for everyone, but I think definitely gamified it and got a bit of a ritual and a routine around it that's getting me get these things fucking pumped out way faster.
It's good. I think it's building habits. I think that's one of the things that's quite scary for newer people. Is you're like, what's the right way to do it? And it's like there isn't a right way. And for a lot of people, like what if I get it wrong? It's like, technically it's
There's
not wrong because
only
there's no
the
right way.
way.
There is no right or wrong.
Exactly, and that's
And it's so fucking fun. I love it. Like, see, even just Share Factory, see, just editing in general, there's something so fun about it. I laugh way more when I'm editing stuff than I do when
Oh,
I'm just watching
fuck
it back.
yeah, man. Well, honestly, I cringe my ass off when I'm streaming, but I know I'm cringing and laughing because I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, see when I clip that and I'm gonna cut that down, that's gonna be perfect, man. That's some fucking boy. Like, basically, the storyline I've been running with was my Captain Jake Swallow's first mate betrayed him, was enslaved by the Enclave, and through fucking absolute coincidence, next time I came across him, he was palling about with a guy in a full Enclave officer's uniform who'd built one of those glitched under the map bases. So I went down and met him. I got dressed up in Enclave uniform, pretending to be the general to come to fucking
infiltrate.
and tell him to fuck off. And then just the stream the other day there, some Enclave boy appeared, started trying to ag some lower levels. I kicked his fucking ass. And then someone else appeared with a fucking collar, shout out to Arch Helicopter, and was like, yeah, we'd go to the Enclave base for this. And the entire, like, I don't even think he knew, but the entire time I was just like, getting over, yeah, it's all fucking falling perfectly into my role-playing trap. It's fucking brilliant, man. I thoroughly enjoy it.
You're a role-playing trap?
I know that, ladies and lads. This has been a brilliant episode 9 of the Unofficial Official podcast. You can check me out at on Twitter at FawkCPTP. That's FAWK CPTP. I'm pretty sure Troll is just at Troll with a mo.
Yep, Troll with a mo.
One word.
Across the board. I've got that on YouTube, that on Twitter, that on Instagram, that on Mixer. Not on Twitch because some little fuck took it first, so I'm switching to Mixer. If that becomes free, I'll take it. I'll be on Twitch. But yeah, fuck that
Switching
cunt.
Mixer. Glendale, what's your Twitter handles stuffs? Do you have an official channel name? You can tell me.
My YouTube channel is Glendale. I do have a Twitter. I haven't used it in so long.
You can do a podcast with me, but you can't even tell me your Twitter handle. What the fuck? Who do you bring on
I
this
could grab my phone and
podcast?
tell you, but I really don't know.
Sorry, I'm sure we can put them in the description.
Although one thing before we leave, something that I've been thinking about. What is Yanni?
And that is the pinned question for this week, ladies and gents. What is Yanni? I mean, let's face it, Laurel's not really a word, so it's up to you. Also, another question, if you were going to start your OnlyFans / Faze Clan / house, what would you start a house of? And why? And who? Who would you have in that said house? Don't trap them in the house. Don't lock them in the house. Don't beat them in the basement. What's wrong with you?
Put them in the pool.
Fucking hell.
Why don't you?
Dodge that question. It's like Neo in the Matrix.
Like everyone knows who Yanni's being
bullets.
funny. Everyone knows what Yanni is. What Yanni means. Come on.
Totally, I definitely know, and it was not a genuine question whatsoever.
Yeah, exactly. And on that note, Giddies and Lens, guys, brawls, and all variations of the species. Apologies for the weird intro and outro this week. I'm sure Walker will be back next week to let Troll do the intro.
Absolutely.
As usual.
Thank you very much.
Until next time,
guys.
it's been Captain Privilege, Troll with a Mole, and Glenn Dalf saying peace out and Yanni.
Mwah.
That was in my ear hole.